It's chapter 5.3, adding and subtracting radical expressions. So, rule: the radicals must be exactly the same to add or subtract. So, for examples, we have 6 square root 3 plus 2 square root 3. So this is 6 plus 2 square root 3, which is x square root 3. 11 square root x plus 5 square root x. 11 plus 5 square root x, which is 16 square root x. 4 square root 5 minus 6 square root 5 is equal to 4 minus 6 square root 5, which is negative 2 square root 5. Three square root 7 plus 5 square root 7 cannot be simplified because the radicals, this should be 5 square root 6. Cannot be simplified because the radicals are not the same. 6 square root 3 plus 2 square root 3 minus 11 square root 3. So all the radicals are the same. 6 plus 2 minus 11 square root 3, which is negative 3 square root 3. 5 cube root of 5 plus 6 cube root of 5. 5 plus 6 cube root of 5, which is 11 cube root 5. 7 square root 6 plus 9 cube root 6 cannot be simplified since one is a cube root and one is a square root. Examples. So square root of 2x squared plus x square root of 18. So first we need to simplify these radicals. And remember the process here that the the square root, if we wanted to write the square root in, this would be 2 square root x plus x square root 18. So we write an x outside, 2 into 2 is x to the power 1, and that leaves us with only 2 on the denominator. Okay, 2 over 2. What I'm trying to show you here is that if we're taking the square root of x squared as x 2 into 2 is 1, that leaves x to the power 1 and nothing under the square root sign, but we already have a 2 here. And then 18 is 9 times 2, so this is x square root 2 plus x square root of 9 is 3, so bring the 3 outside 2. So this is x plus 3x square root 2, which is 4x square root 2. Fourth power of x to the power 7 minus 2x fourth power of x cubed. So this radical is already simplified because 4 cannot divide into 3 and leave a remainder. But right here, we've got 7 over 4 goes 1 time and plus 3 remainder. So this is 7, the power 1 time, and then the power 3 remainder underneath. This is the fourth root. Let's write this back. Okay, 7 divided by 4 is the power 1, which we don't really need to put in. And then this is negative 2x, the fourth root of x cubed. So notice that the two radicals are exactly the same now. The two radicals are exactly the same. So this is equal to 7x minus 2x. And we factored out the common radical is 4x cubed. So solution 7x minus 2x is 5x, the fourth root of x cubed. This is not x3, it's x cubed. Thirteen square root of x plus 13 square root of x. The radicals are the same, so this is 13 plus 13 square root x, which is equal to 26 square root x. 12 square root of 13x plus 5 square root of 13x is, the radicals are the same, so we go ahead and add. Factor out the radical, we got 13x, which is 17 square root x. square root of x to the power 9 minus 5 square root of x to the power 9 plus 18 square root of x to the power 9. Again, all three of the radicals are exactly the same, so we factor out that radical, and we've got 1 minus 5 plus 18 x to the power 9 square root, which is 14 square root x to the power 9. Now, one mistake here is to think that this problem is done, but we have to simplify the square root of x to the power 9. So this is 14 to x to the power 9. So remember how we do this. 14x square root x. Then 9 divided by 2 is 4 plus 1 remainder. Okay. So x to the 4th power plus 1 remainder on the x in here. So our final solution is 14x to the 4th power. Let's write this properly. And then the 1 remaining x under the square root sign. The cube root of y to the 13 power minus 4 the cube root of y to the 13 power minus 3 the cube root of y to the 13 power. So the radicals are the same, cube root of 13. So this is 6 minus 4 minus 3 cube root of y to the 13 power, which is, sorry, this is plus 4, not minus 4, plus 4. So 6 and 4, 10 minus 3, this is 7 cube root of y to the 13 power. So cube root of y to the 13 power can be simplified. 7y cube root y. 13 divided by 3 is 4. 4 3s are 12 plus 1 remainder. So to the 4th power, and then 1 remaining y underneath the cube root sign. Fourth root of the 4x square root of 3 plus square root of 27. So this is 4 square root of 3 plus, we have to simplify this radical. So this is 9 times 3, which is 4 square root of 3 plus the square root of 9 is 3 3s are 9, so the square root of 9 is 3. And then add the numbers, 4 plus 3, or factor out the square root to give 7 square root 3. negative 8 square root of 80 plus 5 square root of 5. Radicals are not the same, but the square root of 80 can be simplified. Negative 8, 80 is 16 times 5 plus 5 square root 5. So this is negative 8. The square root of 16 is 4. So this is negative 32 square root 5 plus 5 square root 5. And that gave us exactly the same radical. So this is factor out square root of 5, so negative 32 plus 5 square root 5 is equal to negative 27 square root 5. Negative 5 square root of 125x minus 7 square root of 20x. So the radicals are obviously not the same, so we're going to go ahead and work on simplifying them. We're taking square roots, so this is 25 times 5x minus 7, and then 20 is 4 times 5x. So this is negative 5. The square root of 25 is 5, and that leaves me with 5x underneath the square root. This is negative 7 times 2 square root of 5x. So we've got negative 25 5x minus 14 square root 5x. Radicals are now exactly the same. So factor out the radical. And that gives you your solution as negative 27 negative 25 minus 14 is negative 39 square root 5x. Square root 5x. One final example. 11 the fourth root of 81x plus 14 the fourth root of 256x. So we have to, the radicals are not the same. We have to go ahead and try to simplify them. 11 the fourth root of 81, 3 3's 9, 9 3's 27, 27 times 4 times, the fourth root of 81. Remember, 3 to the power 4 is equal to 81. So I would factor out that 3. I would take the fourth root of that 3 outside. That leaves me with an x here. And then the fourth root of 256. So 256 is 4 to the fourth power. So times 4. And that leaves me with the fourth root of x here. And that gives me exactly the same radical for both of these. So this is 33 fourth root of x plus 56 4th root of x. So 33 plus 56 4th root of x, which is 89 4th root of x. We take a quick look at the quiz for this section and see if there's anything that I can pick up in the quiz that you guys would need to know. One second here. Syllabus chapter 5.3, the quiz. All right, so I'm going to do a couple of examples from the quiz. Here's a good one. I've got 3. I'm going to go a little faster with this. 6 square root 75 minus 5 square root 48. So this is square root 3 minus 6 times 25 times 3 minus 5, 16 times 3. Square root of 25 is 5. The goal here is to get the square root of 3. 5 times 4. So this gives me 3 minus 30 cube root square root 3 minus 20 cube root 3. 1 minus 30 minus 20 square root 3. So this is negative 49 square root 3. See a couple of examples here. This is x square root 2x minus 3, 72 x cubed minus 5x, 72x. So it's pretty obvious that we have to get left with 2x when we're done. So x square root of 2x minus 3. 72 is square root of 36 times 2 x cubed. And 36 times 2x. So this leaves me with x square root 2x. The square root of 36 is 6. Then 2 into 3, it goes one time and leaves me with a single x underneath the square root sign. Minus 5x times 6, and it leaves me with 2x. So all of my square roots are exactly the same. X minus 3 sixes are 18x minus 30x square root 2x. So this is negative 48 plus 1 is negative 47x square root 2x. I've got one final example from the quiz. 6 the cube root of x cubed y to the 7th power plus 4x y 8y to the 4th power. So 3 into 3 is x to the power 1. 3 into 7 is 1 and 3 remainder plus 4x y. Then 3 into 4 is 1y and 1y remains. Oh, I forgot. The third root of 8 is 2. And that leaves us y cubed under the cube root sign. So this is 6xy, the third root of y cubed, plus 4x, and we've got y times y is y squared. That's 4 twos are 8. Cube root y cubed. So we're going to have to go ahead and combine these two. Now the radicals are the same. Let me just recheck the problem here to make sure everything is okay. I have 6 cube root of x cubed y to the 7th power 4xy cube root of 8y to the 4th power. So 3 into 7 is, I'm sorry, this is not 3 into 7 is 2 times plus 1 remainder. So this is y squared. I was wondering why this didn't come out. So now we can go ahead and add and get 8 and 6, 14xy squared cube root of y cubed.